Taking a look at the agent select now. The question is, will PRX stick to their guns? And the answer, well, it's yes. They go back to the same composition with the double sentinel, with the Yoru. What do you make of the Yoru getting played here?
Yeah, I think the Yoru is definitely interesting. We're going to see something potentially jumping onto the snipers and seeing how valuable that is. And hopefully that will be enough delay in stopping power, right? I'm looking towards Lev's Neon there and how poor that's possibly going to play into this Sage, into the Vise. We have so much stall utility on PRX's side.
I want to see how PRX approach fighting the extremities on this defensive side. Lev's comp is absolutely excellent at dominating that space. They have great ideas of how to farm all towards up for their Phoenix. And this is a team that once they get momentum, they can run away.
This match promises the world, and we're going to send it over to two casters who are very comfortable with watching PRX. It's Achilles and Paperthin.
This is indeed comfort. This should be a banger. Back over onto the Yoru, our first of the tournament for something, and in the post-nerf era, he has managed to still make this look busted.
Yeah, no, this is a PRX team that now has also had some time to manufacture this comp a little bit more, to workshop it, to give it some more legs. It already looked pretty decent at times for PRX back in Stage 1 at Pacific Finals, but it's a big question mark here on against a Leviathan team who looked absolutely electric, especially on this attacker's side. We go out with a big mid push here early for PRX, but blows, at least keeping track of it, but that's the spike in his hands.
Watching for this. Something just with a jump peek, maybe catching a glimpse of the shoulder, but otherwise not too much info going to be gained on either side either way. Rotation is coming in, and Lev are going to be gambling into the full stack, but it looks like Forsaken wanting to try to take some space. We'll take a shot. Heal quickly going to be coming through, and that's PRX thinking that they go for the pivot. They just see that lurking chamber. They assume that Neon's going to be on his lonesome, and now they shift completely to the opposite side of the map. What a misread.
That's okay. They have the wall for at least a little bit of extra info here with the Vice, so there's at least an opportunity to rotate back the other way relatively quickly.
Now they're starting on it now. And with 48 seconds remaining, Lev now going to make a go of this, pushing forward into the site. Molly going to be expended there at market. Tap the plant coming through Paranoia, not connecting on the spikes in. Pulls back around the corner. As Ping reveals will be coming through. Wall up, trying to block up a player over at main. It's going to be 2 kills a pound immediately here for the side of PRX. This Jing will get taken down by Spike Scene, but something able to find King. Blows, eliminated. And now it's down to Neon, and he cannot find it. PRX will take the opening round on their opponent's selection of Ascent. 1-0 start.
Now, really like the ideas here for PRX. It's okay to over-rotate off of that vision you get on the chamber because you've still got that wall there as a little bit of a backup for some time. And of course, PRX, we know individually, the talent is through the roof. Like, this is a team that has the history, that has the pedigree. You're just asking yourself, is it going to be like Toronto last year? Is it going to be Destiny?
Now we win.
Just getting the setups going. Might just be a big initial crunch into B main. Solo lurk the opposite side of the map for King. As we'll set up a smoke here to start things off, but they're just going to be pushing ahead of this one. Something's got to judge around the corner. And there's going to be the first kill. Now the second going to be found as Neon will also get taken down. Envy covering fire, finds the follow-up kill. PRX are looking to make this flawless as King will get spotted and dealt with. A 3K for something and a 2-0 start for PRX.
Yeah, they're really in the driver's seat, making some pretty good map reads again. This time around, an early shock dart gets a little bit of damage in, and you're just teeing up something, waiting for that jiggle peek, and he gets proactive, he pounces, and Envy right there to help him clean it up. Huge start for PRX on this defender side to really stymie Leviathan, who are so explosive, especially against NRG. You think back to Sato's ace in the bonus round.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he can get going. No kills yet.
Horns up and over, wall going to be situated forward in B main. Not going for the more shallow one to give over some access.
One thing I was curious about with PRX coming into this after watching some of the VODs is how much attention they would give towards the middle part of the map. And you saw in the pistol round they gave quite a bit. You're on the bonus, trying to rely a little bit more on some utility.
Curveball out, it's going to be a backpedal from Jinx. Slow orb as well, going to be situated, trying to stymie that approach from Tree. And for now, Lev continuing to pump the brakes, not feeling fully confident in either position here. A little bit of damage going to be traded out. Forsaken into the back away as the Paranoia is going to be sent in. Spike's pinned into the corner, headshot, but Jing now, the one that's going to be under pressure and will get taken down. Forsaken's able to find one, but cannot get the trade up. Sato able to get them into a winnable position. That run it back as well, online, but doesn't necessarily want to have to commit that into this.
They're going to take a pause and look for some re-aggression. One of the interesting things is a clone was sent all the way over from the A side, even though something has been sitting over in market. And that's thrown a little bit of confusion into Leviathan.
30 seconds left.
So they aren't entirely sure what the formation is here that they're facing.
Drone's going to be saying hi to each other, but he did get a spot out on Sato, so know there's going to be two players in that position, but PRX for now still not going for this rotation. Breaking the window, shots out, fishing for some damage that won't be found. Door now shut, and with 10 seconds remaining, the spike going to be brought forward to go for the plant.
10 seconds left.
Those will be able to get that one in play, and something's going to be intercepted. Wise little late linger from Neon, and now it's down to PRX's Envy and Divide to try to see if they can make this a bit more costly, because for the moment, it is very clean. On that approach, anticipating that the Chamber is still going to be playing on that side of the map, but to no avail. Neon will be able to find Envy, and now Divide gets the headshot, but cannot get the kill. Neon survives, and LEV get themselves on the board with 4 players staying alive.
Yep, just nice patience, good coordination there to flush Jing and Forsaken out. Good flash around the corner to tee him up, and Sato's right there to follow up. Neon in a good position to intercept there, make sure that Judge can't do any damage. But the concerning thing here for Leviathan is because of how clean that start was for PRX, they have a ton of cash coming in to this 4th round. They have that operator in something's hands, one of the biggest win conditions for this PRX team. One of the best oppers in the world, and he loves to challenge you.
Push forward, Blaze Wall, set up. There's going to be a pop flash sent out of that one. He crashes well for the exit, should it be necessary. But yep, something able to strike first, finds one, but Jing will be left on an island, does get taken down, unable to commit that wall fast enough. Sato keeps it close, the run it back still in his pocket. Could be used to just completely break open this mid position, but it's going to be Envy walking forward, and he's able to come away with a kill. Neon's going to be taken down. And Sato, no counter swing, just has his teammate fall for nothing.
That's brutal. You still have that run it back to use to clear some space, but now you're going to have to use the drone, and you're in a man disadvantage, so you could find that pick, maybe get that ult to find some value, but
cover going out.
Just have to wait and see. King going to throw another smoke here at mid to try to keep PRX from gaining much info, but PRX happy to fall back and rely on some of the util they've got covering a lot of these entry points. You got the wall over at B main, you've got the Thorns here to tee up Forsaken, who's got the Paranoia at the
30
ready.
seconds left.
Gonna have to be the 3-2-1. Triple this wall. Meanwhile, Spike is getting rotated. Sato's trying to just create some space, create some information on the opposite side of the map and sell a fake. And they will be able to get that Spike forward into the site in time, and Sato as well. Pushing out from main, finds Envy, looks for a little bit more, gets some damage on a Forsaken. Paranoia now going to be sent through, and he will come away with that kill. Keeps himself alive in the fight, but he's tagged down to 12. Sometimes Spike now planted over on A. Getting a half jump up over the box, just here lurking below Divide. The shock dart will fly. King, he could absolutely be there undoing in this one, but it's going to be Forsaken TPing on the top of Jen, able to find the kill, and the Divide swings out to take down blows. The defuse is there, and PRX will stave off LEV again as they move up 3-1.
Yeah, it's really nice patience being shown by both teams, to be honest. You know, Leviathan trying to create some question marks on the map, trying to throw PRX off of their rotation game. And PRX is so confident in their individual players that they can also spread the map. Allow Forsaken, who's still got that Paranoia because it never got popped over in tree, to move over there, isolate Sato. A nice kill on his own. But then he's there to TP up on top of Jen, create that extra angle for that retake. PRX going to be going up against an op this time. Neon going to be buying into it. So a big round here for the economy of Leviathan. PRX as well. Also the economy not doing super great just yet.
It's certainly rough around the edges here to an extent, but Gate Crash going to be set up, and there's a spot on something. Will fake the TP, sets up another one.
Destroyed.
Shock dart will be lobbed in, gets rid of that trademark. Meanwhile, Divide and Envy Ready to swing in, pick apart these players that are going to be looking to push through B main out onto the site.
And again, you've got a lot of options here. And PRX playing it passive. Just waiting out this util, trying to hide. Too clear.
Something now going to be dialed in on the angle, but will get blinded up. The paranoia going through. Hunter's Fury out, however, gets 2 tags. Both duelists lit up, and now Sano taken down. Devi holding the door. Finds himself a third, and Spike Scene just going to be spammed down through the smoke. Envy not losing track of him. Leviathan get massacred on their way through B. It's a flawless for PRX to move up 4-1.
Envy really smooth here today. Not just with the ultimate, but with the shooting as well. Devi, as always. So sturdy as an anchor. You're looking at some of the best to ever do it, and that right there from Devi. Very, very clean, teed up by Envy as well, with the ultimate hitting a couple players and getting a kill. Ridiculous stuff. And now, yep, there's that eco buy here for LEV.
Looking to try to wall them off, but it's going to be Spike Scene just sending himself forward. Massive push, able to find Forsaken, but Jing gets the trade out, the drag across, the kill on the Neon. As this aggression from LEV quickly counteracted, still with a shout, but it's going to be Envy out from wide. He's able to find a little bit more, and Jing is looking for that 4-piece. He won't be able to find it. Sat down by blows, a weapon can be recovered, but he's tagged at 49. Devi already arriving, dropping down from heaven. This would be one hell of a clutch, one hell of a way to get that second round win. Devi just playing this one patiently. Swing out, shot's gonna be going wide. Just the poke and prod, and it's gonna all to be to play something forward at tree. PRX starting to look like they're gonna be running away with this map pick. LEV, do they call the timeout?
It's a great question. Try something a little bit cheeky, try to get up ahead of this wall. They're trying to go up and over it. Alex, a little bit frustrated, but...
Probably just thinking it's a little bit of an overheat.
Yeah.
Didn't need to lose as many players as they did, but still need to be happy that they're coming away with these round wins.
They still make a pretty good read and a pretty good play in my book. It's PRX, so when it comes to raw firepower,
let's play.
absolutely you should believe in them. Jing there, spamming away.
And now the Odin gets layered in as well. No, guys, keep staying there. It's just a phantom on the other side of that wall. No, 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 no. There are layers to this. There's another key early advantage. Now down a player. Let's listen in to LEV.
Varanda, Bruno. Vem varanda comigo no meu drone?
Até aí.
Vem juntar comigo, pai, que voltar o resto.
Não sei muito tempo.
Calma. Eu sei, eu vou voltar.
Drone na varanda.
Eu vou voltar os restos. Começa aqui, varanda. Eu vou ficar aqui na viada.
Queda meio.
Drone na
Varanda.
Varanda. Não consegui, tá na parede do meio, guys. Vamos quebrar essa parede e voltar.
Mano, tem um cara aqui. Onde que tá a parede?
Já quebrei, quebrou meio.
Eu tenho o drone ainda, estamos 4x4.
Vou voltar.
Overall, calm and collected despite the chaos there in mid, but Forsaken able to find King back over outside of A main, and it looks like LEV now. The time is starting to dwindle. Wanting to bring it over towards this site. Quick check with that from the shadows. Jing going to be spotted by the drone. Spike Scene going for the entry. Will work his way forward onto the side, but hasn't been able to find any eliminations quite just yet. But it's going to be Envy now pushing out from tree to just mow them all down. A 3K form in 6-1. PRX. Oh, Alex might be pissed, but they are looking great so far.
This is really good stuff from PRX in terms of having some set game plans, having some set ideas, using that early Phantom spam to kind of keep Leviathan a little bit off balance, and then, oops, surprise, it's an Odin. And Envy there immediately off of Forsaken's TP. Love that he uses it to get information over at B main. Confirms there's no presence on that side of the map. That allows Envy to cheat a little bit further forward there, put that Odin into a position where it can absolutely pop. And it does. Leviathan in this Coinbase win condition. Gonna have to dial up something pretty special because they're getting beat at just about every punch.
Yeah, I mean, if you're PRX, sure, you commit 2 ultimates into that one, you get the res, you still lose something, but on the other side, 2 ults committed as well, the Tour de Force and the Hunter's Fury, both burned for no real gain. Need to find something, as we'll see if LEV are gonna be able to rally this one back. They're trying to piece together what kind of buy they can get, and widely, it's going to be a ton of half armors, so something wants to just bring an outlaw into the equation, that could still be a very big thorn in their side.
Exactly. Doesn't need to go to the op. I mean, PRX has plenty of cash for it if they want to, but could be one of those moments where try something a little bit different. You are going to be one away from Sato's ult, so the ult cycle here healthy for Leviathan, but they couldn't get the first round to go in this cycle. So you're going to need to find a way to dial up something a little bit more special here. So certainly with, you know, maybe King's TP in there, Spikes in with the Neon ult. There's some opportunities here where they have some kind of set play ready. It is going to be tough against this comp with all these walls. Spikes wants to try to bait this.
He'll be able to get the tap. Drifts back away, something not going to be given a glimpse. Meanwhile, TP around the corner. King, is he going to stick this? Yes, he does, and Forsaken has him outdone! Every bit of information. They just have the read as Jing now trying to hold the line. Sato will be able to find the enemy Omen here at the end of it, but something gets himself another kill. Spike's going to be taken down. And again, Lev locked out of the site. The wall's still available to be committed, and Jing is inching forward. I'd suspect for just that. Creates another off angle. Sato trying to swing and to find anything. Will just find death. Dubai gets the cleanup, and PRX continue to look perfect.
It is incredible, just the discipline that they're showing. And Forsaken, you know, he's so well known on the Omen for being one of those crazy TP players who's going to go somewhere you don't expect. And that's something that Leviathan tries to do to him, and he says, nope, I'm very aware. I know this game. I play it better than most. So it looks like Spike's in, gonna cut funds to go for just the Neon ult and the full armor. They're gonna try to break through something. Aggressive angle at the op.
Looking for that timing, will have the exit. Spikes in again, trying to up the pace, pops the wall, the overdrive in play, looking for a target. We'll be able to find one, but the spam is going to be coming through in India again with the Odin. Has the shutdown. He peeks back for more. He takes down King. Neon eventually able to put him down on the floor, but still a player disadvantage now for Leviathan. There's still all of PRX to deal with, and they can't deal with Squat. Picked apart one by one.
It's just so tough for Leviathan going up against this double Sentinel comp that PRX is bringing. There's so many walls you have to worry about, so many little traps that have to be dealt with. So this time, Leviathan says, okay, let's see if we can use this Neon ult to just go blow right past the Vice wall, see if we can find the kill. But PRX so ready for that already. They're lined up high-low at the bottom of the stairs on the back side, and that means that there's not much that you can really do there, Spikes, and at best you're going to get a trade.
And how long has this running back been available? I feel like Sato's had it for so many rounds now, but just never an opportunity to try to commit it forward. Always dealing with a player disadvantage, him getting picked early, having weaker weaponry. Even the tools that LEV do have to try to turn the tides of this, they're broken.
Here we go.
All out, Thorns as well. Blinded up, Sato cannot swing this corner. Neon at the same time is going to be eliminated. Sato will still be able to find some value. Looks to try to go for the gun. Slow creep across, but it's going to be the drop down from Jing, is off the top of his own wall. Intercepting Spikes, now looking for a little bit more, but the shot dart's going to be layered in, and Blows is able to find him. A 3v3, best opportunity now for Leviathan. Can they convert this into a win? Dimensional Drift is going to be in play. Something now sprinting down, scouting them all out. So they're up in, and Divide from off heaven just comes away with two. King now recovering an Odin, yes, but the Spike is stranded at the back of Jen.
No ult to pick this up. Just gonna go run around, trip the wall, try to see if he can trip PRX up.
30 seconds left.
They know what they need to do here. Just gonna hold the crossfire. Just don't give him the free 1v1. Does scoop up the Odin.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke towards main, the spot out of the spray down. Divide will have the 3K, has the round, and PRX have themselves an 8-round lead with no ending in sight.
It's incredible what this team can do with some time. A nice little couple uses of util by Leviathan, using that recon dart to force Forsaken into a position where he has to turn to try to clear it to open up the first kill. PRX HQ likes what they see, but then the combo there of the shock darts and the molly from the Phoenix to clear out Jing. But outside of that, the rifling, it's just too much for Leviathan to deal with.
Devi has died once. He's currently 10-1 at the moment, and Jing, well, he's going to be able to find Neon. Just peeking into B main. Meanwhile, Forsaken poking and prodding. Will go for a quick reposition. TP's around the corner, just using that fast lane against them. Manages to slip the net, but barely. Survives at 28 health, but King at the same time, eating quite a bit of damage.
And Jing's already hustling over. Get a spot out onto blows. A little bit of damage in there, but something off of that drone. Gonna have to back up, give that space over. They do identify him anyway, but this is something. What?
That is unbelievable! That is unforgivable! And that should certainly be illegal! Something, you are up 9-1! Give them a hope! Give them something to believe in! He says absolutely not!
Replay, please. Oh my God. It just is one of those days. That is why I just think he's maybe the best operator player in the world. I mean, sometimes you just see has the instincts to hit those shots. A little bit lucky, sure.
I'm just flabbergasted. The LEV just cannot catch a break. They can't buy a round to win at this point.
No.
Something he's looking to continue his reign of terror.
And look at the buy here. It's 3 Guardians. So it's not even a full buy.
And final round, down to everything they could scrape together.
Flying drone.
Rendezvous out. Damage going to be avoided for Neon. Meanwhile, something repositioning, swinging deeper into mid. Jing going to be taking that initial point contact, sets to the wall, rides it, and will end up losing his life. That peek out, I don't think was wide enough to spot something here. So on the reface, this could just end up being blows down. Peeking in even more. He's expecting the jump peek, but sending out. The timing swing comes through, but no, something still able to find out, but it's sliding through sight scene, gets the angle. Cleans up a kill onto something, and suddenly, it's the best advantage that LEV has had all game long.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. Picking apart PRX players one by one. A little bit of an overstep from the PRX team as well,
left.
but that's kind of their MO. They feast or famine on that.
Slide in, Envy around that corner, trying to face forward with the Omen. Still, it's going to be good for one. Look at the second! And Envy delivers again! 10 seconds remaining, a 2v2, they're swinging the spike on the floor, Forsaken, faking the TP. And King, it's over, it's done. Out of time, out of hope, out of options. PRX, 11-1 at the half.
It's hard to do it better than they just did. Already an incredible team. We already know how good they are. And this may be one of their best yet on a map that's been rough for them. They come in to Masters London looking immaculate. Disgusting.
This is way better than we could have anticipated from PRX, and way, way rougher for Leviathan, who need to kick it into gear. It all is going to have to start from that pistol on the other side. And for now, we'll go into the halftime, and we'll get to hear from someone who I think is probably very, very happy. We've got Frankie standing by with a PRX superfan.
I might have found PRX's biggest fan. Everyone say hello to Muslin. Muslin actually had tickets for tomorrow, but PRX are not playing then. So what did you do to make sure you could make it today?
So yeah, after I found out that PRX will not be playing on the day that I got my ticket, I contacted PRX on every single social media. I sent it emails on everyone that I know that has connections to PRX, and I sent a 3-minute video explaining why I'm the biggest PRX fan out there. And I asked them for a ticket, and they hooked me up for today's ticket. Thank you so much, PRX.
We actually don't have 3 minutes, but can you summarize what you did say?
So basically, I told them that I've been supporting PRX since 2021, since my SG, since they didn't even qualify for international. I've been here since Shiba was still in the roster. That's so long ago. So I even wrote articles when I was in journalism, when I was interning, about PaperX. I begged my editors to write an article about them. So yeah, I'm a big fan of PaperX.
What inspires this loyalty, Muslim?
It's just that I am a fan of underdogs. I've always felt like an underdog in my life. And PaperX, I just feel that connection, you know? It feels like if they can go far, I can go as far as them.
I don't know if you've seen the scoreline, but I think it's 11-1. I don't think they're underdogs anymore, Muslim.
Yeah, they were underdogs, but now they're the giants. And then one day, I can become a giant like them.
I think you're on your way, Muslim. Thank you so much. Let's get back into the game.
We will get back in for as long as LEV will give us at this point. 11-1, PRX, they pick up the pistol. This is gonna be curtains, you would think. This needs to be one hell of a defender side. Do exactly what PRX just did to them, but at the moment it feels like LEV just looking a little rusty, not quite awake here.
And meanwhile, PRX has come into this just with a full day's rest. Looking chipper, right as rain. Big, deep setup here. It's PRX slowly making their way forward. Looking for some kind of contact plays, but you've got the trip there in pizza, so looking to play off of that, but PRX can wall that off.
Yeah, recon to mid, wall up. This is all to try to sell it as a hit onto the B side, but instead they're just going to be barreling forward, able to get in on top of King, find that elimination, slide across, Spike's in looking for the kill. Will be able to find one. Sato now back, filling that space, has the bandit in hand, cleans up one on the something, the ball now at his feet. Gets another clean head tap.
Spike down.
Jing will be able to take him down, gets the spot out as well. The Spike drops behind him, needs to win this and does. And now it is just Neon, 6 bullets in the headhunter. The window already broken for him. PRX have no real idea what his angle of approach is going to be. They just double stack into hell. Staring into main. Set up on that now, gets the information, drops down, rendezvous up to the top as the flash fully blinds him up, fishes for a little bit of damage, drops down, the right click's flying, but it's gonna be Divide. Taken low, but not taken down. PRX are up to map point in record time.
But then what can you do when this team just runs at you completely fearless, right through the paranoia, right through flashes. And this double down here from Jing, absolutely incredible to catch blows off guard. They know the spike is down, and your normal reaction as a player is to want to get that spike and get it into the site as quickly as possible, but Jing uses that against his opponent.
I will be their nightmare.
PRX just absolutely confident beyond belief, and now you just have to buy every round here as Leviathan. So a couple shotguns, a stinger, Neon just the headhunter bullets. Full armor on 3 out of the 5 for Leviathan. So not everybody going to be one tap to that outlaw. A little bit of a trap setup here for Divide, but
Wall set.
he doesn't like what he sees, so instead just throws up the wall.
Just gonna situate that. Can be very easily cleared by Neon. Does have the rendezvous, so could pop it, jump back across. Shot out, and that connects on the Sato. He's down to 3 health now. Looking for that follow-up, and my God, he just cannot miss. The heal is there, but 2 players taken down so very low, so very early on a force buy to try to keep this map going. It just doesn't get any easier for them. A rare whiff there. As Blues does manage to back away.
It's Forsaken checking the smoke. You know there's shotguns in place. You have to be...
If he headshots this, if he just wall bangs him, okay.
Okay.
Careful now.
30 seconds left.
Sato just staying tucked where he can, the swing out, but he's just outgunned, doesn't have the range for it. King, however, does. Jumps forward to Bucky, able to deliver an immense amount of damage, and then he will get taken low. Now the second Bucky arrives. Spike's able to find another kill before getting taken out of the equation, but it's gonna be Divide again. Still 1 death on him.
10 seconds left.
To just open up the site, and Neon again. Now has to do it all. Not much weaponry to try to recover. It's gonna be an instant headshot. Divide gets the 4K. PRX get the 13-1 victory on their opponent's pick.
What a start!
Also
also just bring a bit of confidence, right? I think that we were seeing over-fighting from PRX and maybe not so disciplined at moments because they knew that they had the momentum on their side.
That is a change from LEV, though, going into now this Jet Raze composition instead, literally going bar for bar with the way that PRX plays this map and trying to match them here on that map that, like you're saying, Josh, has been so incredible for PRX. I think on defense especially, look for them trying to get another early operator up for something. If he gets that, the rest of the team gets to be so active elsewhere. They're brutal to shut down.
But this surely plays into the narrative of LEV being like baby PRX.
Yeah.
But surely PRX are going to know all of the tricks. They invented this.
Of course, we were literally joking during Swiss stage that LEV had just yoinked PRX's composition, and like you mentioned, they're going to know those tendencies.
Let's send it over to Achilles and Paperthin to see how this series progresses. Can LEV bounce back?
Thank you very much, Monopoly Man. Yes, that is the question. Can they manage to find a foothold in this series? 13-1 on your map pick. Certainly not what you want to be seeing from this squad. Now they go to Lotus, the stomping grounds of PRX, to try to see if they can turn around their misfortunes and get themselves back into this game.
Well, no doubt, PRX doesn't want to let Leviathan pass go, doesn't want to let him collect $200. That's a spot out, that's a dink, but something gets dinked too.
A ton of damage now going to be suffered as Spiketeam will be able to find that kill. The heal's immediately going to go through as Sato pushed back up to full health.
Huge early advantage. A good read here by King, at least considering the quick push out. But Envy just going to tuck in, waiting to see what they do. Meanwhile, the rest of PRX, considering C, LEV knows PRX's tendencies. They're at least cognizant that there could be some kind of quick lurk, quick play.
Envy slotted forward, given some credence here by King, but will just also silently drift across. No, he's going to scale forward. Does he clear it? He's got to. Has that Sheriff to swing in. It's quite a bit of damage through, but cannot confirm the kill. Envy will be able to take him down to Vi at the same time, looking to still hold the door. Finds one, Pop Clutch is going to be sent back pedal over to Waterfall as Jing tucked away as well, swings out, but Neon has the headshot. The right click's going to be going in, but blows somehow. Manages to stay alive, just 4 HP.
30 seconds left.
Heals for his teammates as much as he can offer. It's now just Envy. That recovered Sheriff in hand to try to see what damage he can get through, but this is looking good for Leviathan. 3 that he has to try to isolate, spots the first, but there's the counter swing. Neon will be able to have it, and LEV will take the opening round. 3 players staying alive, the pistol is theirs.
Yeah, this is great for Leviathan. Get that confidence flowing again. You know, you see this a lot where a team gets blown out on the first map and then is able to bounce right back effectively on the second. I always think back to that Fnatic versus DRX match years ago in the first one on Bind, and then Fnatic bounced back, no problem. So certainly the start you were looking for here. I think the only concerning thing is PRX had a pretty good read on this round. They just got outdone in the close quarters battles. A little jump there from Blows. Maybe able to avoid the brunt of that right click.
It's on a very early walkabout. Tailwind going to be expiring. Now he's stranded, and King able to just win out that aim duel. Tagged up, but again, the heals can come through. As Levi looking for anything that he can get, and will just be the one. Asado gets taken down.
Saken went and scooped up a Sheriff. Oh my God.
Push forward, Jing. Belter of a shot, Blows is eliminated. Suddenly this is a 2v2. Spike Scene will get them back into an advantage position for Saken now to try to see if he can clutch this out. The Spike's still gonna be down on the floor at backside.
This is his spot.
Has a smoke, has a paranoia, sets that up. He swings this though, will be to his demise. Yep, King with a stinger, able to find it. LEV rescue the round. Grab what weaponry they can. It's gonna be a Phantom and a Bulldog. Carried forward as they go into the bonus.
Decent damage done by PRX though. All things considered, if something wins that battle, it's been very, very different, but hitting some nice headshots there. Envy with the classic. Jing had one with the Sheriff. This PRX invests a little bit into that round, so therefore, Guardian, instead of the half armor for Devi, go for that full armor buy. PRX situating themselves to contest this mount hit.
Pop flash out, up and over goes Sato, but something will be able to strike him down. Swings out, looking for a little bit more. Can't quite turn the flash, but it's going to be Envy still looking to maintain control as Jing pushes forward the spike, trying to be recovered, but King falls alongside his teammates. Now just Neon on the complete opposite side of the map to try to see if he can do any further damage here. Otherwise, it's going to be a very clean anti-bonus for PRX. Forsaken tucked in, still immediately going to be found. Some damage does come through, but now it'd have to be a 4K clutch to try to convert this one. PRX just getting themselves situated around the corner. Flash at the ready, looking for the 3-2-1. They swing ahead of it, and Neon is still able to find 2 more kills. That ends up being very catastrophic for PRX in the end, as only Jing will survive.
Yeah, that means the economy's going to be a little bit funky here for PRX coming into this round. Curious what the buy's going to look like for Leviathan. It's a good opportunity for an Outlaw to come into this next round. Jing is going to have that showstopper, though. Yeah, I like this from Neon. Really nice pickup.
Maybe they thought that he was going to be playing anti-flash, turned away. And he just faces forward, takes his chances. He sent showstopper now online. Several half armors, so Neon with this Outlaw could absolutely feast.
And with both boombots there, Lev definitely not wanting to mess with that off the rip. Just looking for that re-aggression. Do get that Prowler, does get a quick spot there onto the last trailing player. Now PRX gonna shift around their formation just a little bit. As Leviathan taking their time with those aggressive early push outs of B. King trying to put himself in a spot where he can counteract that if there is another walkabout from the PRX boys, but a clear here of rubble off of all of this sky util. Envy does spam a little bit, but this hasn't dissuaded Lev too much just yet, and that may be all according to plan.
Jump spot from Jing, not going to see anything. They've already cleared past rubble, sliding forward towards the door. Jump peek out. Jing now able to back away, but it's going to be Envy dead. Playing alone forward into tree. Loses his life, something still waiting for this lurk. Will be able to find the shot. King going to be struck down. So 4v4 with the plan coming through. The showstopper now going to be sent out. Spots one with a TP to dodge it. And Jing cannot plant his feet fast enough. Blows able to keep him covered. Finds that elimination. Divine now trying to scale forward. Does have the full armor. And smoke will bloom here in Neon space. Clear of the Seekers. Alerting them to something's presence. But Forsaken at the same time is able to find Spike Scene. A rewrite of the rope. Sato looking for the push. Neon able to find the 2 kills. And the cleanup is good. 2 players alive. Leviathan maintaining the lead 3-1.
Yeah, they're playing really disciplined here. Kind of like what we saw in Ascent, but now they're hitting some of their shots. Neon in particular, really thriving. Great call there to dip into the Outlaw. See what they can get done with that, but this win right onto Envy. Envy tries to challenge it, maybe thinking that it might be a solo player. You see this all the time where there's a lurker who's playing with that door, trying to play with info. And that one, yeah, that one's a little bit frustrating. You're going to lose that showstopper too, and now you're on an eco as PRX. So that's a brutal round. Leviathan giving themselves a really good chance to stretch this to 4.
This time probably earned frustration there for Alex as Forsaken is trying to find this elimination on Neon. Tags him, the knives immediately going to be popped. He's looking for it, and he's able to find it. Forsaken going to be struck down. Neon able to find a second, but Jing is there as well. Comes away with a kill. Tailwind out, something able to dodge that paranoia. Keeps it into a 2v2 as the jump spot will locate him. They know that he's still sticking around. They know he's going to be in this more entrenched position, but he's still somehow able to find Spike Scene. Savai around the back, the Sheriff in hand blows, pulling off of the angle now. Checking towards the baby door, nothing going to be spotted there, and Defy clips him in the head to get the Mastercard thrifty.
I mean, he is just unreal today. 1 death on Ascent. And it was funny, I talked to him in between the halves here, and Devi goes, I go, 1 death, buddy, and he goes, yeah, maybe I should have just saved that round. I was like, where's the bonus, bro?
Could have done, but now a big round to try to rally back into this one for PRX as they look to tie things up. The economy broken down on the side of Leviathan. PRX well ahead as far as the ults are concerned as well.
That operator, scary. Oh, what a shot from Neon. Great shutdown there.
Good way to start this one off. Pull off what will feel like an effective sortie of their own. Turn of the flash. Forsaken looking for that second kill, but he cannot get it. Sada will be able to strike him down. Envy now backpedaling over to the connector door. Divine ready to counter swing out from stairs. Envy holds his own for one. The showstopper's gonna be lobbed in, but Envy ends up getting out in front of that one. Dodges it, but now something on the approach around the back will be noted by this wall. King still alive and in the mix. Just pops that to make them continue considering the flank, but it looks like LEV are considering the pivot into the B site where something lying in wait, but he's getting more and more committed onto this angle. Finds one, Cloudburst down. Skirts back and for now, the swing not coming through. Both players dangerously low. 65 health between the two of them.
Just trying to wait this out, probably talking about how they want to clear this. Do have a little bit of util with the raise.
Ooh. Oh. What a hit that would have been. It ends up going wide. Left. King now able to get that spike in play. Has the seal guard as well for a post plant. Does he just send it? No. Doesn't get given the opportunity, and there's the shot. Something eventually creeping in behind is able to find Sato, and PRX with a fuse will tie it up at 3-3.
I mean, this is just the individual brilliance of PRX on display. Able to kind of outdo some of their opponents in big moments here. Some trades early. I like the attempt of the dodge by Envy. I mean, he at least doesn't die to the showstopper.
Yeah.
But then something all over the map there, baiting out the wall, rotating back through, understanding that they could be going through that door because Devi's holding A site. So prepped and ready, and has a great cloudburst to set him up for another angle, and then he rotates again, and he completely fools Leviathan.
Well, they're looking to maybe go aggressive at C, at least get that orb, try to maybe cycle up another round of Seekers for blows.
Show them we're blinding.
Something is going to be there with that operator.
And Neon's got one too here, but he's all on his own. This is scary.
Playing it solo. Something maybe anticipating that TP up the top. Nothing going to be seen there. Neon will get rewarded with that operator. Finds the kill. Forsaken going to be struck down the peak in. Looking for the flick, but it does not connect. Quick reposition back onto the site, trying to see if anyone gives him an angle. Do they swing into this, or do they just backpedal for now? They're staying statuesque. Tucked around the corner. As Trailblazer's going to lead the way. Something considers chasing it, but this is maybe a bit of false info here. PRX are starting to rotate out, not expecting that everyone is widely just sat here at Mount.
Yeah, they're anticipating that off of that Trailblazer that Leviathan would make a move with that info that was gathered on the PRX side, but they're being extraordinarily cautious on this attacker side. They are constantly taking these pauses, trying to wait PRX out. They know that can be one of those things that gets into PRX's head is they got to keep moving, they got to keep going, and you can use that against them sometimes.
35 seconds, they don't even hear this Trailblazer, so TP forward, they will find this site empty. There is not even a lick of util from the Vice either. It's Jing going up and over, not tripping the wall, and that could be costly. King, however, watching back, I do believe, checking this angle, and Jing might get caught off guard. He's able to find the spot out, but cannot find the kill. Now the Steel Garden at the ready. Swinging from Sato to his demise, something able to come away with one, trading it back. It's still in a player deficit. The Steel Garden's gonna be exchanged on either side. Devi, a fadeaway shot, is able to find Neon before his gun is taken away. Gets it back into a 3v3, and now the knives are here. Something looking to try to break their way forward onto the side. He's gonna be good for one, but Spikescene sits him down. Envy now scaling forward, but it's Devi coming away with blows. The defuse is in, and PRX, he will take the lead. The operator gets recovered.
I mean, it takes a lot to get there. Again, good flank awareness from Leviathan. They're being very cautious in terms of making sure that they know that PRX is going to want to get in their backside quickly. And even with Jing trying a cheeky up and over, they're still ready for it. They got it. They got it. Well, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, you have an odd man situation post-plant there for Leviathan, and they can't hold it down. There's something holding onto that Blade Storm there. It's a nice counter to the Steel Garden. Devi fearless for those peaks around the corner. It's little things like that that are so difficult to play against. Very few teams play like PRX.
Fast hit now going to be coming forward. TP into the site. Spikescene arriving. And Sato able to dispatch Jing. Envy trying to fill that space, trying to push in, but that paranoia does not connect. Devi is only going to be good for one. They up the pace, and it's looking pristine. Leviathan not going to be allowing for PRX to start running away with this. Unless something can come away with a 4K clutch with the operator. Lev will tie it up 4-4. Tucks back, Trailblazer, not gonna get the spot out. But this is still a gargantuan task, even for somebody of something's caliber. I have to expect that this is just going to be a save.
For sure. Just a matter of, is anybody gonna try to clear him? Try to take the gun. Still some money in the bank for PRX between something and Envy. Really want to keep this operator going into the next round.
We'll just stick around, trying to see if he gets these exits, but Leviathan wise to it, will make their way through the connector out towards the A side of the map, keeping everybody else alive. So 4 weapons going to be carried over as they look to build up this economy for themselves. PRX, it's rough around the edges. Cash in hand for Envy, but the other players widely buying down. So 4-4, Leviathan not going out without a fight.
For sure, and this is them winning a lot of individual battles. They're trying to play off the back of those flashes quick, but Leviathan, because Sato's able to hold the line. Yep, and when he's on fire, that's when Leviathan is definitely scary. Want to see him pick it up. Hard not to like the way he's been playing so far here in London. A little bit of a rough start though, but that round right there, a difference maker for sure.
A Boombot out, TP up. Tailwind gonna be popped, something looking for the peak. Makes his exit, the updraft having to be used as well, but Forsaken at the same time, gonna be taken down, trying to scale out of that A door. Again, just dispatched by Neon. Now the Seeker's online, and Envy dropped as well. The peak from main. PRX are getting scattered to the winds.
Yeah, they're losing these 1v1s now.
And now they're rotating off the site.
Now they have to gamble one way or another. Keep that up in safe positions is probably what you're considering here.
And once again, Leviathan just going to look to run down the clock a bit. Go for that slow creep forward. See that they have this site empty. As Devi will start cutting back towards this side, just a Sheriff in hand. Might be good for 1 or 2, but I have to suspect that he's not going to be able to hold his own for very long. Spot him on that Trailblazer. Will move forward. The smoke, however, is going to be dissipating, and Neon is very much ready for it. Immediately has the shutdown for Jing and something. It's time to just tuck back, wait for this spike to erupt.
You can definitely go hunting now as Leviathan. You should be pushing the map very quickly here. They already are. So Jing heard that flash over in water, so he's just gonna try something a little bit different. Nice that you're gonna be able to save that Sky ult as well here as Leviathan going into the next round. Kind of curious if maybe this is where Alex gets involved. Might be time to calm the boys down a little bit. Jing,
yeah, I have to suspect that there's gonna be a timeout off the back of this one.
Yeah, I mean, I think you might wanna, there's a kill for something. You might want to talk about some of these isolation plays that they're trying to make, some of these 1v1s that they're taking. Probably just say, hey, I know we had a great ascent, but let's tighten the screws a little bit. Let's get this ship sailing back in the right direction. Because right now, the wind's against us.
Now you see the timer stop, so timeout call will be coming through. As PRX needing to try to assess how they're going to get back into this one, because it's just been a lot of contact fights that they're not winning, resulting in these very early advantages for Leviathan. So I think Coinbase win condition for them is just pump the brakes, play it slowly. You know that Lev is going to be more than happy to do just the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of the discussion here is, look, we know what they're doing. They've shown us a few fast rounds, right? Like we had the one on the B where they're going to dive in. Don't counter, play for these retakes. You know, we're doing a great job in that regard. Even when we've been at an odd man disadvantage, if we wait for the full forces, if we play together, that's when they're at their best. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure that, you know, you've got the support there before you start making your moves. And just probably just chill a little bit. I mean, the aim's been a little bit off compared to what we saw in Ascent, so those things coming through. But yeah, it is defender side of Lotus, but believe it or not, folks, PRX has been better on the defender side on this map, so probably want to make sure that you're getting as much value as you can out of this. Not in an ult cycle, really, other than Forsaken's ult, which you never know when he's got that in hand.
True.
What the hell he's going to do, but
could do something wild, but 2 away from having a showstopper back online. Looks like they're going to try to fight this at Mount, or rather at Rubble. Secure that orb. See if they can come away with anything else, but LEV, they have the numbers stacked up here, so they are more than ready for a scrap. As a shot not going to be connecting. Quick little jump across from Sato, and Neon just paces forward. Phantom at range, still able to find that kill. Seeker's now going to be sent down. Sato going to be good for one. Blows taken. Down Jing, and that is going to be a 3-player advantage. It's a timeout call. Whatever they had drummed up, it's better on the side of LEV. The base in Neon, good for another. Swings out, and oh my God! Swift on the taps to buy, dead. And it is a flawless for Leviathan to get up to 6.
Neon is actually insane right now. That Phantom is hot, to say the least.
Good Lord.
Oh my God, this one right here.
One enemy remaining.
He doubles down, deals with Devi. That one, a little bit frustrating. You know, something there, got a little bit baited. Thought he could go for the crazy flick. You know, maybe that early one on Ascent got him feeling that he can hit anything. And
now the operator's out of cycle. As Showstopper going to be invested here. Neon as well with the knives, and Sato managing to find both duelists. Finds it from beyond the grave, and Neon is still just looking so slick, so keyed in. Will not be able to find the kill on the Invi, but tees it up. Took him low, and now it's just Devi dead on the push out of the smoke. Leviathan up to 7. A lead at the half now secured with one more round to be played.
they are just on it. I mean, a great coordination here. The deep flash to get some space. I mean, just insane stuff with the Showstopper into a Blade Storm. PRX is trying to see if they can counter it. And Alex doesn't like the play, doesn't like the idea. Yeah, losing both duelists that fast. Sure, Sato. Don't need that second blast pack.
Well, maybe not the way that they've been playing.
Right.
As Jing again, that Showstopper at the ready. A shot out from something. Pops that tailwind. Meanwhile, Neon has the operator just holding down that position at Mound, making sure that there's no deep flank push coming through. And he will have the jump peak shot Envy eliminated, and there's just no way to counter swing him that quickly. So he gets out scot-free. Flash gonna be popping, Spikes in, able to turn that, able to find the kill. Devi now eliminated, and PRX continue to struggle as Forsaken and risky TP, but manages to get out of it and find the kill on Asado. In with a shout perhaps, blows now gonna be eliminated. King down. Forsaken will get traded, now a 2v2. The Showstopper still available to Jing. Rotating around as the plant will be committed, and something staying in place. The operator getting closer and closer. He's scoped in. Something, however, doesn't have the angle. Now we'll check him. Finds the shot. Immediately dashes forwards. The Showstopper's just trying to locate this player. Will have him. Spike scene will explode. And that's going to be PRX rescuing as much as they can, making this a 7-5 half.
It looked again like they were going to be outdone. But this time around, Forsaken just in the nick of time, dodges the paranoia. Something Johnny on the spot here. Ooh, Forsaken had a moment. And then, yeah, like you said, the Showstopper still there for Jing. So they're able to make it to 5.
Oh, ludicrous way to close out a 5th round win, but Leviathan still out in the lead by 2. We'll see if they can close out this map when we come back after the break.
Here with Blows of LEV. Now, Blows, what did the win against Energy teach you guys as a team?
Eu acho que a vitória contra a Energia ajudou muito, porque eles são um time muito experiente, jogaram muito nacional, e eu acho que esse jogo deu muita confiança pra gente pro resto do campeonato.
I would say that it brought a lot of confidence for us for the rest of the championship, because Energy is a pretty good team with a lot of experience as well. So I'm really happy that we got confident with that.
Nice. Big lifting for LEV. Jen here with Devi of PRX. Devi, you guys have the right form, right meta, and also kind of the right amount of experience to win out this tournament. So any worries for you coming into today's matchup?
Personally, I'm more worried about ourselves rather than the opponents. So I think if it's a good day, and I guess good to go. And hopefully maybe they don't play as well.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay, thank you and good luck.
Into the second half of our second map here to start off the playoffs. Leviathan rallying back after getting slaughtered on Ascent. They're looking right as rain so far on Lotus. PRX on Struggle Street. Need to find this pistol to try to swing their way back into this. Otherwise, LEV might just be pushing it all the way to split.
Yeah, and it's been on the back of Neon. He has been incredible on that Jet. I mean, you know, we've seen it in the group stage where teams have tried to mimic this PRX comp with the Jet and the Raze. Not too much success, but here today, Leviathan has kind of fixed some of their problems. They've got some of that confidence. They've got some of that firepower flowing. They've got the coordination going. Everything you need here. Maybe was lacking against NRG. I think back to Global Esports as well, who tried this comp against XLG and it didn't work out. So here, PRX, the Pioneers, maybe going to be railroaded. Flash doesn't connect on a King there.
No,
they're still ready.
Looking forward into the smoke to dive in, and he will be good for one. Forsaken. Putting that back. Quick pop of the smoke attempt. No, ends up canceling, and that's going to be a big stun out. The Trailblazer finds two. Slows them down. Meanwhile, Spicing just drifting into the site, and Devi is able to clean him up. A little bit going to be offered back for free here by PRX, but they pivot over to the C site. Plant now to come through. Still decent post-plant utility. Their own Trailblazer, a flash, as well as the paint shell. He's going to fully fight out towards CT.
This should be really challenging for LEV. But they have a couple Sheriffs. So they have the ability to make a difference real quickly just with the shooting alone. That's mostly what they're going to be relying on here.
Smoke in the front of that spike, though. Makes it all the more difficult to try to get onto it, the Trailblazer. Only spotting out the one player. Starting to feel more and more comfortable that all of them are going to be on the site. So Paint Shell going to be layered in first and foremost, just buying that time. Pop Flash going to be sent. Flo's going to be good for one, but Envy and Jing come away with a killer piece. The face forward to his demise. Envy will close it out with two, and PRX, they find the pistol to try to rally back in.
Nice, solid little mid-round call here by PRX. They're given enough space at B that they can rotate in through water. And even though something is going to give his life for the cause, it gave them the space they needed, and they're able to set up for that backside post plant. Seen that a couple times here in London and how tricky that can be as defenders to try to clear that. It's coming in. Outlaw for Devi. It's going to be something with the Stinger. Envy just a Sheriff. Jing and Forsaken going to be grabbing the Bulldogs. No buy-up at all for Leviathan.
PRX gambling towards the stack. Paint Shell damage going to be avoided. Flash out, looking for the turn, but something does get full blind. Forsaken, however, still going to be able to find two as King and Neon get taken down. The tuck to the corner, the Paranoia flying. The push in, Jing looking to try to isolate and pick him apart, but it's going to be Forsaken finding that elimination. Right click does come away with the kill. There's now a chance to get quite a bit more damage through. Takes Jing low, but can't take him down. Healed back to 42, and Sato now going to be spotted as the outlaw shot will eventually find him in the head. 7-7, 3 players surviving. PRX starting off the attacker side quite well.
Yeah, it's just, again, a lot of what Leviathan is trying to bring to the table here is these surprise maneuvers with the dashes from the Jet to break the angles, and then the follow-up behind it. It almost works. They come darn close. They did quite a bit of damage in that one. So one rifle going to be bought up here. Going to pass that over to Jing. Devi going to stick on a Sheriff. Something with the Outlaw this time.
He's passing that over. But needs to be headshots if he wants to find the insta-kill. Everybody with full armor on the side of Leviathan.
Just looking for that quick little peek out early, but they were already ahead of the curve. Opening the door, looking for that B hit. PRX toying with expectations a little bit. Trying a little bit of a different approach. Gonna keep spreading the map. They're gonna bump the wall and block the dog.
Well, it stops it from getting any more information. Meanwhile, their own going to be cycled forward, trying to make their way through tree. But similar scenes, the Thorns are there. Shot from something rather is going to be able to connect. Spike's going to be tagged down to 10. Blows is a world away, so getting a heal, it's gonna take quite some time. So the rotation's gonna start coming through. Try to get that OMEN top back up.
Potentially, maybe they try to feed an orb over to Jing here, but instead they want to get on the site. They know they have an opportunity. They've been toying with the map. This was some really stellar mid-rounding from PRX to buy themselves this space.
Sato not there, you can't stop the plan from coming through. Spike's unable to turn the flash, turns back, is able to find that kill, but now a 2 for 2 is something trying to slow them down on this approach from Waterfall. Clever's gets set up, Jing eliminated, looking for a little bit more. Here's Blows, comes away with a second. And now it is just something, still with an Outlaw. Swap of the gun, a Bulldog. Trying to find a bit more success, but King still at full health. Still a Sky Flash available. He's gonna go ring around the Rosie, knife out, trying to get onto the angle. Peeks in, and King, wise to it, has the shutdown. And Leviathan with 2 surviving will deny a bonus conversion as they regain the lead.
This is very, very close, playing for some good trades, but that one right there from Blows, that little flick up to the top, stellar. That was probably the difference maker. And PRX staff a little bit frustrated. There was something that happened in that post plant. Still, though, a lot of good damage done by PRX. And they're looking to maybe challenge the mound angle once again. That economy there for LEV, losing those guns, they're going to opt to not buy up any further.
Well, Neon does get a last-second Phantom as Jing, I'm not sure if he wanted to cancel that jump or if he just whiffed it. Either way, doesn't get that position posted up top.
It may have just been a more of an info gathering maneuver. Usually Jing pretty clean with the blast packs.
Go fight the scene.
Can, let's go. But guys, remember, they break the door. Careful, one guy playing here, okay?
I'm gonna pick a few.
You talk big
Get
guys,
down the B already, okay?
Take easy. Just read the pass.
Wait, our bomb, guys.
Bomb.
He go back, he go
Bomb
back.
TP.
Went back. Guys, smoke the hole. The hole is here. He's here. Wait, can we swing him or something?
1, 2, swing.
From right side, bro. From right, bro.
Yes, wait. I'm going.
Ready?
Wait, not yet. Ready?
Gonna turn him. Can we just go?
Because I think we just go.
That's another early kill. Neon's just having Forsaken's number on this map so far. PRX getting ready to pile into this stack. The weaponry still not quite in their favor, but that's a bit of a bogged entry. Trying to blast back forward. It's getting caught up in Spicy. He'll get taken down. Neon's gonna be good for another. Survival eliminated, but Envy quickly trades it back. He's looking for more, and he's got it. Blows taken down, and Sato now here, just with the classic, trying to peel back anything he can get. But Envy stands tall. 3 kills found, and now King trying to see if he can pull off a clutch, but even the damage would still be good. Can he find anything at all? PRX fanned out across the site. Angles are covered, and it looks like King not going to try to make a go of this, or at least wants to clear out rubble. Maybe tuck away and go for exits. Either way, it seems like this round is going to be done, and PRX will tie it up at 8-8.
Let's just see if King has been pretty smart, pretty clever. PRX none the wiser.
Finding the kill there on the Jing. A bit of damage going to be tapped through, but Envy will get the 4K after all. Secures a round win, but still ends up being a bit more costly than PRX would like. Certainly Alex still going to have his frustrations, but for now they find themselves tied up.
And you've got a pretty interesting scenario here coming up in the next round in terms of ultimates. Envy's gonna have his, Devi has his, so a lot of ability here for PRX to maybe try to dial up some kind of fast hit off of the back of those ultimates. Use the Seekers to lead the way, use Devi's ult to clear some space on a site, get a plant in, try to get the round going that way. Instead, looking for the fast B hit here. There is no doubt about this.
It can be a very quick crunch back in though. 2 players on the rotation through Waterfall. 3 more on that A side of the map as Seeker's just gonna get cleared out by something. Spike now planted, smoke starting to dissipate. Neon feels like he's gonna have to be the one to really break through, give the team a chance in this position. Something just rotating away from the paint shells. Time still being bought. Forsaken now joining in at B main. Paranoia going to be sent through. Fly is there. Neon looking for the first, has it, but gets taken low, has the knives as a backup. So Steel Garden does get committed to. Rest of the gun's going to be gone now, but Divide falling, but the cleanup from PRX is looking damn clean. King now having to do so much more.
Last player standing.
He helps get it into a 1v1. The time starting to bleed down. Forsaken frantically trying to find it, and he hits a fadeaway shot. Will fall to the spike eruption, but gets the round win all the same.
You want to go a little bit of a different direction here as PRX. You're going to try this B side. You're able to pop so much of that util early, get in there, get the post plant. Forsaken plays it nicely, waits out the smoke, knows that he has time on his side because you could just pull him off for a little bit. He's not going to be able to do anything but try to go for the stick on the retap. And it's going to be a timeout for Leviathan. Talk about this defender side a little bit. Things starting to slip away. The economy kind of all over the place for the team. You're going to have a few players who could theoretically buy, but many who can't. So in this Coinbase win condition, maybe talking about some of the overall map theory here. I mean, I think they played that round okay. They're trying to go for the retakes. It's just you intentionally gave up that space on B because you've got the Vice util there thinking it's kind of safe, but you know, PRX just did to you what you did to them on the other half, where you just get up and over it with those two duelists so fast that there just isn't really time to recover, and because something is instantly scaling in towards heaven there, towards their spawn, and creating that extra buffer for PRX to get in and get the plant. It's just so difficult to react in time.
Well, understandably, Neon going to go for the force on this Phantom. He's got the cash behind it, and he has been insane on this map. 23, 12, and 3 at the moment on this Jet. Meanwhile, the Raze is left on struggle street a bit. Nearly both showstoppers online. If Sato can get an orb or get a kill, it's looking like why they want to be able to fight out towards C Mound, but there is no PRX presence on that side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of hoping here that PRX maybe gets a little bit over
They don't go for it.
Yeah, well, I'm worried about Jing's ult. Like, are they going to commit it here?
It's going to be a fast rotate. Trailblazer going to be cleared before it can swing that corner. But the players now arriving on the B side. Leviathan be in a position to go for a very fast crunch play back into A. Door will have to get broken. As Divine is going to be the one leading the charge. He's going to be able to dispatch blows with ease. Paranoia now going to be sent through with a reface in. Spikeson had not gotten blinded up, so he finds a kill on the Divine. Backpedal for something, hits the shot. Neon going to be taken down by the Outlaw. And has a reroute on Spikeson, making his way through upper now. And Sato as well, not wanting to face in towards something, and I can't blame him. With the Steel Garden, do you try to invest this? You have the weapons recovered. 2 in hand. Going to be Showstopper out something. Cleaning up a kill on Asano. As Jing trying to get in a position to come away with his kill, but he gambles incorrectly. He's just there around the corner. TP's across now for the reposition. Jing fighting for, but unable to align that shot. Gets taken down now, a 2v3, so at least a chance to get some more damage in perhaps, and King will be able to do so, but the round cannot go their way. 10-8, Leviathan back into a bye. Need to start turning things around from here.
The good news here for Leviathan is you did make it awfully costly for PRX. You got some ults out of them. Their economy not in the best spot necessarily. They're going to be able to buy into this one, sure. But you've been doing some pretty good damage. Now you're going to be coming into your ult cycle. You're going to have that operator for Neon. Going to have the Showstopper, so there's some really good tools here to get your 9th. Give yourself another big chance here, but PRX starting to slowly claw their way into a match victory.
Showstopper going to be sent down and Forsaken immediately. Skips down, gets out. So ult going to be committed to no avail. Slobs it into the corner, nothing found. King, meanwhile, blast back to cross, gets a spot on the King, and that Steel Guard is going to be used very early on, but he has worked down to 1 HP. Trying to hold the line, but maybe just above the brakes here. As Spikeson TP's into the corner, he's able to find Jing. Fakes the exit, and this can absolutely catch PRX off guard. And it has something bounding forward. They eventually flush him out, but that play might just rescue the round for them. There's Divine and B. A volley of kills back into their favor. Neon Trying to assess which angle this is going to be, and he will find it. Envy cannot get them over the line. 2 players surviving, and LEV now 1 away from tying it up.
I think PRX here just doesn't register that there's going to be these fast rotations from Leviathan. After that Steel Garden, I figured they just have to leave Jing as a sacrificial lamb for this round. And instead, they try to double down and take the fight, but that's a tough one to take. And so something just going to cut funds for the Bladestorm and a full armor Bandit sitting behind it. And again, this is what I was talking about. You've been doing so much damage to PRX economy, now it's starting to rear its ugly head.
Just gonna go pushing out of this Cloudburst to the demise, and spikes it, is able to find 3! Nearly gets the 4th, is something. Taking down the 20 health, and the fast pivots are coming through. No updraft, so has to just wait out these thorns. And Neon ready to pop the door, go for the backstab. Something will fall, the spike now on the floor. Divine. There's just no way to break this. The pressure being applied from all angles. Shell shut down him as well. We'll find even more damage. And at this point, it feels like it's just a matter of time until Neon is able to find him through the wall. We'll be running low on bullets, so it's a hold for now, but even for Devi, this is an impossible task. King will take him down, and that is a damn clean round for Leviathan to find as they tie it up at 10-10. Economy on the side of PRX completely absent.
Yeah, they're taking some really nice fights. Right here at Mound, a great flash from the Vice to tee him up. Beautiful timing from King, who has been so good with his util.
Not a live feed, but might as well be.
Guarantee that's what was going on.
Might be a bit worse as well. Double digits hit for both squads.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably now talking about the macro game for PRX. A couple rounds here where they've been outdone in that regard, where they've kind of brute forced their way through, and I think they got too much confidence from, I think it was round 18 there, where they brute forced their way onto A, and yeah, they got through, they made it work, but it was still kind of costly for them anyway, because they ran into the stack of Leviathan, and then a couple rounds ago, again, Jing gets into the site, but they get the Steel Garden out, and Jing's the only one who really gets caught by it. He's stuck on there, they've done some damage, and instead they try to go for the refight through that door without the right util to really clear it. And even then, it's still a big gamble because you've given up that opportunity for Leviathan to make those rotates. So probably just talking a little bit more about how they want to approach the map. They're going to be coming into an eco. Something going to go with the Marshal, it looks like. Everybody else sheriffs. It's getting close. It's getting interesting.
And it's exactly what LEV needs. They can just avoid dropping another thrifty over. Whole position to extend this over to split. Something maybe with a glimpse, but will just make his exit. Meanwhile, Neon, easy enough shot.
He's been so good on this map, it's crazy. He is out of control. And there's this wall here. Let's see if PRX is just trying to bait this a little bit, if they're actually going to make a move, because Blows is ready. Oh, never mind.
Okay. Face forward, a hell of a lot more players there than he might have anticipated. Devi's going to be able to find the kill, and does manage to find Sato as well to boot. Forsaken trying to push the issue, but doesn't get blinded up. But Jing now with that sheriff in hand, still going to be good for an elimination. The shorty doesn't come away with one. Neon looking for the no-scope. Jing will knife him, but spikes it at the same time. Swoops in, but something has the headshot. And what the hell just happened?
No way!
It's a Mastercard thrifty, and I don't know what I just watched.
He didn't even have his gun out. Was it a no-scope? We got to see it from something. We got to see it.
These make sense. I can understand this, but now we get to this part, and things start going wonky.
Oh my God! Oh, and it was going so well for Leviathan, but it's just one little mistake, and it costs you so much. Still have the operator, still had the money, But now a lot of players are going to be bought down in those credits. Pivotal round. Especially with PRX swinging their weight over towards the A side.
One from a Seekers, one from a Showstopper.
Yeah.
Indy grabs the orb, sends it immediately. TP past this wall. Forsaken trying to get himself forward onto the side. It's going to be King trying to hold things over a tree, and he cannot hold it at all. Showstopper going to be locked in. Jing able to find that elimination with a volley of kills back for LEV. But still looking decent, but Jing is looking better. A 3K for him.
Spike planted.
And a spike scene. Having to do it all in a 1v3. He'll be good for a kill or something, but Jing gets the 4K, and PRX get up to match point.
There's so much has been talked about coming into this match with Jing's Rays, and he's been relatively quiet until this round, and he finally comes to life with a big one, gets the Showstopper, gets the 4K, and gets PRX one away.
They're on the verge of a 2-0 to start off their run here at the playoffs. Leviathan now calling what could very well be their final timeout of this series. Like you said, the money is going to be rough around the edges. Have to suspect that Neon is going to be playing for an orb. He's one away from having those knives online, and he will have to make them connect.
Well, I think this is what you're talking about, is exactly how you want to utilize your util to make sure you can get one of those orbs, whether it be C, whether it be A. Which one of those are you going to think about fighting for? You know, you've got the exact same setup, so it's where do you want that flash to land? Do you want to commit the paranoia to it to make sure you can get it? The paint shells are 100% coming out wherever you're fighting. It's just a matter of, is your coordination going to be better than PRX's if you run into each other? That's just the big question. This is a lot, I think, about just this one specific round, and then maybe a few little macro ideas talking about, hey, let's make sure we're not giving up quite so much space. Let's be a little bit more proactive in the info game. Once PRX is dug in, they are impossible to drag out.
Well, I don't know about you, but I, for one, would love to see this go to overtime.
This is going to be fun.
As Leviathan will need to make that happen to try to claw their way back into this. See if they can get it done. The up and over attempt at the flick. Something unable to find Sato. Just leaping at them, and that alone is enough for him to gain control.
Does give you that Blade Storm.
Yeah, Blade Storm grabbed off that orb, so Sato putting his life on the line so that Neon can thrive. It's able to find a smattering of damage, but eat some back in exchange. The heals are going to be there.
Yeah, how many knives did he have to use there? 2?
A
couple.
So.
That's important.
You can find the reset. As it's going to be challenging here against Inby, and there you have it. The clean one tap. And now can just collect the gun as well. Pass that over to teammate and just hold on to it himself. Looks like it's going to be the former. He'll take the Guardian in hand, and the slow scale forward from PRX as they continue to creep up towards the more stacked site. Sato just staying tucked away. Mitchell's at the ready, but Spike's in on that peak is able to find something, and Blows gets the buy in exchange. The player advantage very much established here for them. Forsaken does manage to intercept Neon.
30 seconds left.
Elimination found, but now a 2v3. The swing around the back of side. Jing able to find Sato, but the spike going to be dropped and Forsaken having to do it all. He's going to go TPing across the other side of the map. The util here shrugs off that damage from the Thorns. Spike now in play. King, the first to arrive. The jump spot has seen him. Forsaken pushing forward. Sees him on the other side. Just jumping over that corner. Goes back towards water. The shorty looking for the kill. 17 bullets remaining in the mag. They just go ring around the rosy. The tap of the defuse. Not committing to it quite yet though. And Forsaken able to isolate down to 1. Knows exactly where the other player is, but he only has 6 health. Blows has to try to go for the push. He has to go for this kill. Forsaken, though, does not allow it! 13-10, 2-0 in the series. PRX have arrived in London.
And what a start for them. That ascent has got to have a lot of teams shaking in their boots. You would think that's one of their weakest maps, and they absolutely destroy Leviathan. Lotus, a much closer affair, much more of what we expected out of this match, and a great bounce back from this young squad, but it's still not enough, and Time and time again, you hear this. You go up against PRX for the first time, and it ain't easy.
Yeah, can't be too upset about that one. It's a good rally back after getting massacred on the opening map for Leviathan. I think there is still a bright future, still an opportunity for them to make a run from that lower bracket here in Masters London. Like you said, you go up against the train for the first time, you're probably going to get your ass beat.
The momentum is heavy with this PRX team, and not much you can do sometimes. They're just on it. But, you know, the Lotus looks shaky. There's things now that other teams are probably looking at, probably going, okay.
For sure.